Hello everyone and welcome back to Dusty Tunes. It's Destiny here. I hope that everyone has been having an amazing day. We are pushing through Black History Month. Today is the 11th. We are like a little less than halfway through this month and goodness, has it been jam-packed. I have been trying to make videos left and right, but there has been so much going on this month that it's I hope that I'm able to get everything out that I want to get out this month. But even if we don't worry, because I'm planning on continuing to create videos that highlight the highs and lows of Black characters in animation. That is something that is not going to change. When I can talk about it, when I find a reason to talk about it, I will definitely highlight these things and continue to give a platform to Black artists as well to series that highlight Black characters here on my page. Now, last week in my Black History video, we talked about representation surrounding Black families in animation and why exactly this positive representation was so important to our communities. But in today's video and in the videos coming up in the future, I want to talk about the sort of negative representation that Black Americans face in animation. I feel like just as it is important to talk about the positive forms of representation we see in animation, it's also important to highlight the ways that Black characters are either minimized in animation or the way that we are negatively portrayed in animation, because unfortunately this is the main source of representation that Black characters get in animation, and I feel like it would be doing a disservice to all of the Black characters in the past and even some in the future by not talking about what is wrong with these sort of characters, because having a specific sort of character being represented in animation, not in a negative way, doesn't necessarily mean it's in a beneficial way. There can be a character that is quote-unquote neutral, and in my opinion, that can be sometimes just as harmful as a character that is just flat out negative. And we're going to talk about why in this video, because it'll be specifically about the token Black character, also known as the token Black friend. So when it comes to talking about the negative representation surrounding Black characters, there are really three things that come to my mind. And the thing is that you can have one of these things within a series, or you could end up even having three of these things within a series. And what I'm talking about is racism, colorism, which will be the topic of our next video, and the topic of this video, the token Black character. So what exactly is the token Black character, or the token Black friend, whatever you want to call it? Having one Black character within an entire friend group of white characters doesn't exactly feel inclusive. It feels extremely forced, especially when these sort of characters are not written to have any substance or depth to them. Now you might be thinking to yourself, what exactly is harmful about having a token Black character? Shouldn't we be happy that we're getting any sort of representation at all? Is what I say to that. Because why would we settle? To settle for a token Black character means settling for characters who are more oftentimes than not created using this same copy and paste sort of method that we see so many times, to the point where some of these cartoon characters look the same, they sound the same, they are quite literally the same exact character, just in different fonts. And to add on to that, these are the sort of characters that are created using the same harmful stereotypes that are used to belittle the Black community. Not only that, but with the mass production of these sort of characters that look, sound, act the same way, society now has more opportunity to generalize Black people and push the narrative that continues to keep us labeled and in boxes. We don't want that. We shouldn't settle for that. When I say that society is generalizing us, what I mean by this is the way that these token Black characters are portrayed means that they're often falling within the same few categories. It's the super nerdy token character, the athletic token character, the sassy, loud characters. You might be thinking to yourself, what exactly is wrong with being cool, with being smart, or being athletic? And the thing is that there's nothing inherently wrong with these things on the surface. some of these things are really, really cool. I mean, not some of them. Most of these things are really, really cool, especially when they're done in a positive way. But the thing is, representation of black characters being summed up to basketball players or a tech nerd, it's just something that is extremely overused, overplayed, and unfortunately, it's exhausting. Realistically, it's exhausting. When main characters often get to be all of these things and then some, and black characters are hardly ever the main character, that means that we don't get to see variety with black characters, because token characters, one, do not hold up space inside of a series. They're just there to be a sidekick, to be comedic relief, to be a background character. We don't get the sort of representation that white characters get. And it's unfortunate, but it's true, meaning that a lot of times black children, black teens, black adults will never ever see people that look like them and act like them with similar interests and hobbies on television. And it's unfortunate because a token character could have easily been a character with depth, but instead they turned into a cheap cop-out, as they usually do, becoming the friend that carries around a basketball or the friend who's obsessed with guys. So pulling from my own personal experience, it wasn't until I was in my mid-20s that I finally felt properly portrayed on a television show. It was Insecure on HBO Max, created or produced by Issa Rae, of course, a black woman, a series that was produced, directed, created by black people for black people, that I finally felt fully seen. Like, this character that Issa Rae played felt exactly like me down to my bones, and it's no question or surprise why that is my favorite series on television, because I connect with this character. And unfortunately for a lot of black people, they will never be able to have that connection with another character that looks like them in television. The thing is, these token black characters are added to a series for the bare minimum representation. Like, we've gotten to that. We understand that. Like, I mean the barest form of representation. And people would be thinking like, hey, be happy, suck it up. You have your black character there, accept it, be happy, move on. But the thing is that a character being black is not enough. It's not enough. We want the sort of representation that every other character gets. We want to see black characters that are artsy. I want to see characters that are gamers, that get to be magical with powers and superheroes. All of the above and everything we've discussed. Black characters that can be animal lovers, nature lovers, characters that can also be hella smart, that can be laid back, that can be chill, like everything that you can think of. I want to see characters being able to be that. If I have to see one more black male character holding a sports ball, I'm going to lose my mind, because black men, black boys are so much more than a number on a jersey. Like, come on. The generalization of black people only furthers with the help of things like token characters. With all that being said, I do want to say that token black characters could be seen as positive representation for the black children, black adults, black teenagers, whoever out there in the world that have and do see themselves in these token black characters. But I also want to say, focus on watching series where black characters are on the forefront, because more times than not, these are the characters that are written with substance, with depth. They display who black people truly are and the complexity of us as people. We are not one-dimensional. We are not just characters or people that fit within a box of stereotypes and tropes that people have picked out for us. So it's important that you expand your mind and don't let media just paint a picture for you. You are the controller of your own mind at the end of the day. Again, with all that being said though, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you liked it. If you did, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video in the future. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you continue to have a good Black History Month. If you have a black friend, you gotta buy them dinner. Bye!